Yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Seven o'clock, and I'll call the Carbondale City Council meeting to order. First on tonight's agenda, we'll stand and face the flag for pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Excuse me. We'll have a review or a discussion of the meeting minutes from July 6, 2026.
Under police, explorer needs to be changed to explorer.
Okay.
And as we approve the council meeting minutes from July 6, 2026.
Second.
With corrections. Okay. Motion made by Ron, seconded by Chad. Any further discussion? All those in favor? All in favor, motion carried. All right. Anybody in the public comments? or anything? Move on to the city council open seat, which I know Mr. Ryan's got. Sure, sir.
At this time, Mr. Ryan's the only one that showed interest for it.
Okay.
Council wants to make action on it
Have we contacted Justin Hill at all?
Justin.
typically we don't reach out to individuals, they contact us.
Point. Is it a point?
It's, the mayor makes the nomination and the
Nomination.
council. The council either ratifies or doesn't.
John Ryan, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll nominate John Ryan to take the open council seat. If council votes and approves. And we go one by one vote, right?
It just, somebody makes a motion,
Oh,
somebody seconds, and then you would vote
Is there any discussion?
individually.
There
can be
is
discussed.
after the motion. Yeah. If there's a motion.
I move we appoint John Ryan to the open council seat.
Second.
Motion made by Ron, second by Chad. Any further discussion?
I think it might benefit us as a governing body to at least reach out to Dustin Hill to see if he's even interested, because he did get one more vote more than Ryan. I understand that he hasn't shown up.
It was posted twice prior to both city council meetings, and he didn't respond. That's my argument.
I understand. I don't have social media though, so
So
I can understand if
he does though.
I can understand if people are busy or if people don't see some certain post. I don't know.
Is there any further discussion? We'll take it to a vote then. All in favor? Raise your hand. All right, all opposed? We got 3 in favor and all opposed, motion carried. When does that take effect?
Soon as you swear him in. Soon as you swear him in.
Okay, do we have paperwork on that?
I do.
Okay,
You wanna come up here, Don? Do you wanna just raise your right hand and read that top section here?
I, John Ryan, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Kansas, and faithfully discharge the duties of councilman of Carbondale, Kansas, so help me God. And this I do under the plans and penalties of perjury.
You wanna take a seat over there? Here's your packet. Don't open this one until the executive session.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
You wanna change your spots?
It doesn't
Borrow
matter.
your stuff?
No,
Okay,
I'm not gonna let that be a reason I can't sit here.
okay.
Maybe my sink, but they can both enjoy the ambiance.
I've got grand, he's got teenagers, I've got grandkids.
Oh, there you go. Won't even phase you then.
Now,
all right.
Sorry you get welcomed by Holly's on your first night.
We'll move on. The Carbondale Lions Club, you said,
They couldn't make it tonight, but all the information's here for Fall Fest, what the plan is, and
Okay.
then, we would just need action on the street closures.
which is the
There's a
same thing
plan
as every
A
year.
and a plan B.
Oh, here we go. Looks like road closures. From Main Street 4th to 2nd Street, and then 4th Street Wells to Main, 2nd Street Main to North, Mains to Well. And then for Plan B. would
Seems like the cutoffs are the same, it's just a differential in the time frame. It says noon to 11 or noon to 7.
Okay.
That's the only difference I see at least. I could be missing something though.
Okay. No, I think that's it.
Except for Plan A has through North Kansas.
As what?
That's from North Kansas.
Oh,
Yeah, but that would be a county request, I think.
I think we can approve it here tonight, and then I can reach out to the county, because Maine is county as well.
I got you. Oh, okay. Cause they're looking at. They're looking at trying to do it all at the park on Plan A. Vendors, kids items, the concert, right? And then the other one looks like Plan B is they're trying to keep it like we're done, vendors, kids items and concert and parade on Main Street. know in the past they did what, 1 or 2 years up there at the park. And from what I heard, and then you could just do what I heard, that it wasn't like this much up there. A lot of people requested it to be back on Main Street.
I like it on Main Street.
I think it gives it more of a small town vibe with it, you know. Which would then have the road closure from noon to 7. Which seems early.
No, when I was Plan B, it was on Main
No,
Street.
Plan B was on Main Street. So
Oh, I'm sorry, my pages,
Noon to 11.
my pages are kind of mixed a little bit here.
Yeah,
Here we
so
go.
Plan B would be from noon.
I'm in order now, sorry.
Okay, so this is just a request from the city road commissioner.
Depending on which plan.
That I like to tell you, that I know at this point in time is the difference is if the park's done completely,
Yeah.
ready to go, which it seems to be moving along slowly at this time.
That would be my concern. If it's
So-
not done, kids or anybody going over there.
Because, yeah, the plan was to utilize all of it,
Yeah,
because the band and everything will be at the north end, and if we still got construction.
Yeah, when are we planning to have the lights done?
he's working on it.
Working on it, but I'd say a week or 2.
Oh, really?
So it'll be done before the fall festival.
What was the date?
September 26th.
I would hope so.
The only thing you gotta worry about is the rest of the construction though. And how long those guys will be up there.
They haven't even started on the walking path yet.
Well, and it says Plan A calls for ribbon cutting of the city park additions. So is there some sort of date in which is guesstimated to be finished up there?
We don't, they started it up there and then they had to pull off to go to another site due to the delay of getting started, and they just made it back this week.
And there was nobody there today, so.
There was somebody out there, a few guys, they may have only pulled the boards or something, because they did a couple of little sidewalk pieces.
Yeah.
That's all I've seen.
I was gonna say, there wasn't anybody there this morning, wasn't anybody there this afternoon when I came home, and it go by, it didn't look like much of anything had changed. So
Around lunchtime, I seen a few people around the bathroom, milling around, but I didn't see them.
Would it be possible to get some kind of a guesstimated date to be done with the park improvements?
We can reach out to them and ask them.
I'd like to table this until then, because Plan B doesn't have a ribbon cutting ceremony. But if those additions get done by September, that would be great. To have like a ribbon cutting ceremony, to open the park up and all that.
Will they need an action on this, like, or would the next meeting give them time still?
I think the next meeting will give them time. You also have to take into consideration that you're gonna have to build all the park equipment too. The park equipment does not come assembled, so it's gonna take time. I don't think it'll be done by the state.
Gotcha.
Well, then my question is, they're gonna do a fireworks display. Where are they setting up this fireworks display? Are they setting it up at the park? Or are they gonna set it up at the Mall Diamond?
It'll have to be in county.
that's in discussion. That's if we could even get it done.
I mean, if they're gonna do a fireworks display, they're gonna set it up at the park. I would be more inclined to approve Plan B to where everything's down on Main Street. That way you don't have people up there around where they're going to be lighting lighting ammunition set up, because they're gonna have to set it up prior to, I mean, that's not something you just
I'd even
set up 10
suggested
minutes before.
whether or not, anything around the sewer pond was opening up to set something like that. And then it's even further north.
Right,
In an enclosed area where there shouldn't be anybody.
yeah, and I wouldn't disagree with that.
So I just hadn't gotten with Dustin to,
That would be one of my main concerns, where they're planning on setting up the fireworks display, if they're planning on doing everything in the park.
If we don't wanna make any action tonight, then we make some motion, we'll move on. We'll hold this for the next time.
Do you wanna know construction timeframe?
Yeah, I'm just curious, and you said that the equipment doesn't come assembled, like, somebody's not gonna like,
They will have, if I remember correctly, they'll have one worker that comes down that like guides everybody, but we'll ask the community to come help put together equipment and things like that.
sort of like to install that stuff, the community does it?
No,
Or the city workers.
no,
That's what they said
it's,
during the meeting.
no, it's in the bid, that's all gonna be built.
Last time I talked to them, at one of them, it wasn't built, cause it was the cheaper option not to have it built, so unless that changed.
So we don't have anybody qualified to put it in.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
that's
I wouldn't just,
for safety
well, that's
measures, I
a
don't know.
separate subject for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah, we look into this. Library,
She's running late, so we can skip her
Okay.
and come back, and she
Dustin,
might have to be able to answer those questions when she
Okay.
gets here.
well, we'll touch base. Dustin, move on to maintenance.
Go railing here. They've got me a number of $1,072. For a walkway handrail.
Okay.
They did tell me he'd get on it like pronto. Wouldn't take him any time to do it, as soon as he got the approval.
Is the fan and fabrication one the same?
It's
Another bid?
separate.
Okay, that's
For
a
the
separate,
dog.
oh, that's for the, okay. So they both said walkway on them, so I was like, dang, that's a huge difference.
Yeah,
Bureaucratic.
different walkway.
Yeah.
Okay,
I motion we approve the metal crafters for the sidewalk and railing at the swimming pool.
for the amount.
Oh, for the amount of $1,072.
Motion made by Holly and second by Ron. Any further discussion?
He also requested half up front.
Okay.
I didn't know if
Is that still up in your motion? Okay. Alrighty, any further discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand. All in favor, motion carried.
I'll let you know. Next one you should have the fan in. And there are a couple of parts to this. The vent, repairing the vent walkway section, that's that $942. And then building the 12-foot long section as requested, that's $7,280. And a pretty good chunk of that is him shipping it off to get galvanized in Kansas City. He'd make it in 2-foot sections or something. It seemed reasonable to me, comparable at least to what we had from the other company. I think it was $7,700, but they weren't even fixing the broken part.
This one, is this Main Street? Where's this one?
This is dock,
Oh, the dock. Jeez, you said
the
that.
dock walkway, sorry.
No, that's okay. I didn't guess.
So it'll pretty much match materials with what's there.
He's getting as close to it as he can. That's some of his problem with the 1.5 and 2 inch, some spots. But he got all of his measurements and that's installed with the other part fixed. Now that doesn't include us digging 2 holes to set guide wires. Because we still need to do that part to keep the ice from buckling it next time. But this is for the dock extension and all that. And he was also gonna look into like the walkway, since we are adding another 12-foot. And it's 60 something pounds per stone. So we were gonna look at some of the flow through that may be lighter heighted, see how they did move. For the walkway at least, maybe you leave the stone on the dock part, but there's a lot of weight and concrete on that thing, so. But that's a price that's less than what we had before.
Has Michael seen this to see if we're good on budget?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's
I motion we approve the quote for $8,222 from Fannin Fabrication for the dock.
Motion been made by Polly and second by Ron. Any further discussion? All those in favor? All in favor, motion carried.
Obviously, at some point, that dock will be pulled out. We'll try to make that as short as possible, where there's no dock there, but there's gonna be a couple, 2 or 3 days where there's nothing out in the water, I would assume.
Okay.
But we're gonna try to time it out so that that's not very long.
One's the big ones.
Just 3 kids, so
Can't wait that.
All these letters, no letter opener.
maybe that's tonight.
I can work for the Parker's money.
That's right.
I tried my best to keep my feet on the ground, my wife made fun of me last time.
Oops, I'm just throwing stuff apart now. Are these the 3 options that you had them bid on, right?
I haven't seen.
112 north of West Davis Street to north, which is a 2-inch overlay.
That became this yet.
Okay, they got $126,500 on that one. And then 4-inch mill and overlay Main Street parking. There's 2 sections here. From 3rd Street to Bridge is $61,630. And then from 2nd Street to 3rd Street is $54,240. And then once I open these, I can pass them around, right? Okay, I'll pass that one open. So it's not mixing, I'll just we'll be envelope with it to keep it to what it is. Kansas asphalt. For the 2-inch overlay, they come in at $35,808. And then for the 4-inch mill and overlay on Main Street, 3rd Street to Bridge, they got $51,360. And 2nd Street to 3rd Street, they have $45,200. Was this we pick a section, or was it supposed to be a whole project kind of thing? I don't remember how we've done it in the past.
It depends on the
amount.
numbers.
I think you can do about any combination you want.
Sunflower paving. 2-inch overlay, $82,054.50. The 4-inch mill, 3rd Street to Bridge is $54,570. Or 2nd Street to 3rd is $49,155.
49 what?
$49,155. I guess I could give you the total project cost too. I'm sorry, I haven't said that.
No, it's all right.
So that one was, yeah, that was sunflower paving.
I'll go through and grab them more than.
Yeah. APAC, is that how you say it? Uh, 2-inch overlay on that one is $93,263.50. The 4-inch mill from Third Street to Bridge, $51,154.56. And second to third, $386.50. But they're charging a mobilization fee of $11,864.64, which is different than the other ones. In the past, hasn't always been to go for the lowest bid anyways.
Typically.
Well, it depends. I didn't quite catch all of the numbers. Is that all the bids?
Yes, that's all the bids,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I had an 82K, a 93.22, a 35K for Kansas. There's another one.
This one was the 93,263
That's
$63.50.
APAC.
Once you get the three. 93,000. You have all three numbers.
Third Street to Bridge,
Actually, this is something different. I think
$51,154.56.
This is this. So I think this is something different.
Oh, okay.
Second to third, $46,386.50.
Then they have the
I
mobilization.
think this might be something different.
Mobilization is $11,864.64.
And what was the first number? The 90.
$93,263.50.
Okay. Who's got the decimal?
Yeah, I didn't
I do. You need the total?
Yeah, okay, now what are the numbers of 1, 2, 3?
126,500, 61,630, 54,240.
And no mobilization.
Correct.
Who's got sunflower?
Right here.
This
Got
is this.
82,054.50. And then 54,570. And 49,155. A total of 185,000.
I think so. This is the same spots.
And then who's got canvas paving?
It is also
That's
here.
Oh, this is that?
For Kansas asphalt, I had
Kansas
35,808 for the 2-inch,
35,000?
808. And then 4-inch was 51,360.
51,360?
And then the other number, I'm not 100% sure, I
The
think was
4-inch
45.
mill and overlay,
Number 3 line.
45,200. The Kansas Asphalt also has a quote for 136,000 for concrete sidewalk from second to third side and third to bridge side.
2 line items, same price.
Yeah, same price.
I told him to throw something in there because you asked. so-
Twice.
Yeah, so
We
the
have some
total
numbers.
for the sidewalk is 272,000.
So,
Just because I'm new here, Dustin, help me, so I understand where we're at. So on like the 4-inch mill and overlay on Main Street, it says from Third to Bridge. What bridge are we talking about?
All right, so that would be in front of the fire station. So these parking is what you break these into 3 different projects in your head.
Okay.
There's a Kansas Street that's over there. That's the bigger number.
Right,
both of them.
that's North Kansas, that's the gravel, right?
Yep. And then there's a north side of the parking on Main and then south side of the parking on Main. So it would go from Third Street right here all the way to the bridge.
Okay, to the fire station, basically. Okay.
And the other side stops just short of Second Street because that's all pretty good, but in front of the fire station, it's not good.
Okay.
So that was the reason.
That makes sense now.
I have a question on how come Kansas Asphalt has a bid for the sidewalks and the other ones, do the other ones?
I told a few, I told, Kansas, Asphalt, Apex, and Bettis. Sunflower had already been here before that came up, I believe. But they're the only ones that put a bid in for it.
It'll be a separate project, the sidewalk.
It was kind of an ad alternate or get an idea of what.
But that would be separate than the road bids.
Right,
That is the topics now.
and so second to third side, so is that down this main strip?
Yeah.
And while you're
Just-
reviewing those, reminder that we just had JEL here. What day was that, Wednesday?
Wednesday.
And we talked about curb and gutter stuff out here.
Yeah,
So they're working on some things on that side of it too. So that may be something we wanna hold off. It looked to me like most of these were good for up to a year.
I like,
So even if we split the work out, let's say we just did Kansas right now.
Sure.
Let JEO do their thing and maybe they can find numbers, grants, all that for us to.
And you also have the pro seal that we've been talking about, I put it back in the packet.
Which is the chip and seal.
Mhm.
It's not a chip and
Oh,
seal per se, it's a rejuvenator, it's called reclamite. So it's a penetrating oil, so it holds the fines. Almost got it. It holds all those fines in, so you don't have that rough looking asphalt, and it adds that plasticity and pliability back to it. It won't fix a crack or anything like that, but these are good roads, and it's the cheapest application. So I would kind of put my chips in the basket of do Kansas and Pro Seal this year. Because we still have to have pipe and JDO, all that stuff. That project seems a little big for this year.
so when was JEO here, Wednesday?
Yeah.
During the day?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
But who, I don't know.
Yeah, it originally was to meet at the new building to discuss that. We threw in, or somebody threw in, talking to them. They brought their storm and gutter guy.
oh, I must have missed that.
I mean, to me, it looks like we could do Pro Seal and Kansas, the 35808, and maybe prepare for the next one.
Save some money.
Yeah, what's in the budget?
150, if we have some carryover, 180, if we carry nothing.
I think Michael would be more comfortable with the one.
More
More towards the
carryover is
150.
better.
More carryover
Like I
for
said,
more future projects.
we tried not to, just in case something pops up later in the year that
We still have some asphalt patching that we'll do this cost money, and written lower, like the grocery store's parking, I need to fix that after our water break, it's gravel right now.
So the pro seal would be both new treatment and retreatment on all these roads that are highlighted? Or is it just one? They have one.
They're treating all of them that are highlighted,
Okay, just one's gonna be new treatment, one's
some
gonna
are
be.
new, some are being treated for a second round. Cause we had them do it about 6 or so years ago. It does work. It does what it's designed to do. Won't fix cracks and such.
So and the only reason I ask is I don't have that map for the road seal or whatever. What's the cost of that?
48,000 and change.
So we could do, essentially we could do Kansas, it's been needing to be done for a few years. And then we could rejuvenate a lot more roads in town and save the Main Street, save a little money this year, or for a little while.
So does JEO do grants and stuff for just roads by themselves? Like repaving and things like that?
They do grants for everything.
Well, like, they try to find grant available grants.
But he did mention, or was it Sasha? Mentioned that one ended. Like
One
in
just
May.
ended, so it would be next year.
Yeah, so before it came back around.
I think it would be best to save the Main Street project for next year. I think we're on the same page there.
Yeah, I would agree.
Put a little more planning into it, and make sure we do it right.
Is there a temporary solution for where we have holes? Not saying that we're not gonna have more holes.
I can get more steel. That's one option. I'm sure I can think of some more options, but the quickest one is to buy more plate steel just to cover up, because one of them's past that steel already. I got a better option. I don't know one.
I would just hate to redo the parking and then have to tear out part of it to redo the gutters or the sidewalks, you know?
I feel like it,
Hate to,
we're gonna get some good information because they talked about shooting the topo, topographical on it, so they're gonna know exactly where that water's gonna go. I don't know that right now. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can sure buy another plate or two if you'd like me to. Council wants me to, I don't know what the cost right now, but.
Yeah, it'd be unfortunate for the permanent fix and then have to tear it out.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean, we obviously know that there's more work that needs to be done on Main Street gutters, so.
especially the holes right out here.
That's the one.
Yeah, it's kind of expanding, so.
So basically get another plate the same size and sit it right next to it. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's safer than what's.
Cause there is a bit of a hole there now that by the time Fall Fest, if we have it here, needs to be covered.
Yeah.
So
So what's your recommendation? With that Pro Seal and Kansas asphalt?
Kansas Asphalt had the $35,000 one right there, a little more for Kansas Asphalt. So, yeah, I mean, my opinion would be is
I wonder
yes.
why they're that low.
well, I was gonna say, do you wanna take, do
Are they that hungry or?
you wanna take a minute and look at those and see if there's differences?
If you don't see the difference, I mean, they all did apples to apples. Everybody came in and saw the same project, maybe the same info.
I mean, we're quickly scanning through stuff here, we're not,
But
We had a flex like this last year.
maybe they're hungry, you know?
yeah, I know the guy out of Ottawa was very inexpensive compared to everybody last year.
Yeah, I feel like
Everybody else was, also seemed like they were swamped and didn't need work.
That's the only thing that popped out to me. That didn't mean that.
You know, that
that
so
could
could
be
be
a
back
great
this
deal.
way, whatever you're doing. So what do you think?
Hopefully it wasn't contingent upon the whole plan.
Has Kansas Asphalt done something for us before?
Not
It's not
in
familiar.
10 years since I've been here.
Has Sunflower?
Sunflower.
Yes.
Are they pretty good quality?
Sunflower has, Bettis has,
Last year was Kilo.
yeah.
We don't have any experience with Apex to my knowledge or. But
So, like I said, I remember Cheryl last year saying that we always go with the lowest bid. Is it because is it something in our protocol or
It might be in the purchasing policy that it's the lowest.
that it has to be the lowest bid?
Most responsible, bid,
So,
they all
or
bid,
responsive.
they all got the same info from me.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking, I mean, just if you, even if you took the two lowest, I mean, you're talking a difference of almost
More than-
$50,000.
It's more than double, yeah.
$50,000 difference
Right.
between the lowest and the next one up.
Yeah.
But I'm-
Just for the
yeah,
Kansas
I was
Avenue
looking at
project.
it.
Well, and I'm surprised at that fact though, because, I mean,
This is
Bettis,
what they
APAC,
sent
and
out, right? This
Sunflower
is City
are
Park.
kind of in the same range. I'm questioning why Kansas Asphalt is so low. like,
This
that's-
is liability insurance paperwork. That's all this is, which shows that there are covered there.
Award to the lowest responsible and qualified bidder.
So.
Right, responsible and qualified bidder.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking certain questions like
Yes.
this. I don't, I
I
just,
mean,
So what that
so
is,
really, what we're looking at is Kansas
do you
Asphalt.
wanna do it
Right.
with Kansas Asphalt or do it, not do it at all?
We can move on the other two.
you said Kansas Asphalt or not do it at all?
Well, if they're responsible bidder, we have to go with what it says. According to the purchase policy.
I didn't mean to throw a bridge in it, it just popped out to me. Wanted to make sure everybody else caught that.
Cop pot.
What's the wording on it?
It said,
The price.
Oh, yeah, what he
it
said.
says,
No,
award to the lowest responsible
But-
qualified bidder.
Responsible and qualified.
They got documents showing they're qualified, they're insured, they're responsible.
They don't give me that.
So what I'm getting is if we don't choose it, then we don't choose anything at all, right? According to the purchase policy,
Yeah, that makes sense.
unless we go against policy.
I would award bid and see if they're gonna perform.
I'm there with them all.
And that's the net
And
with
if,
them.
and if they don't
whatever, yeah.
perform, then what happens to the 35,000?
Oh, they don't get paid if they don't perform.
I see. Okay.
Then we get a hold of the next highest bidder, which would be Sunflower.
No,
And they might have a cause of action against the Kansas Asphalt for the difference.
my thing would be, I mean, I get it probably going against policy or whatever, and like I said, I'm the new guy on the block, but has Kansas Asphalt ever done anything for us before? You said not in 10 years that you've been here. We've used Sunflower before. So my thought process would be, why not use a company that we've used before that has proven themselves to the city to do good work,
Cause it's going
as
against
opposed to
policy.
going against the unknown.
Cause that's, just like you said, that's spending almost 50,000 more of the taxpayers' dollars.
Yeah.
Right?
I get it, but
And like you said, if they don't perform, then we can always go with the next highest bidder. I make a motion, we approve Kansas Asphalt for the, oh gosh, what was it? The
35,000.
It was the 2-inch,
2-inch overlays on South Kansas for $35,808.
correct. Motion been made by Holly,
Second.
second by Chad. Any further discussion? All those in favor? All in favor? Motion carried. Do we wanna make action on the pro seal and do that as well?
I got a question. Are those new roads, is that a preventative thing for the new roads?
Yes. They classify it as 5-year product, so that's why these blue ones are getting treated again. It's been 6+ years. So it's putting that elasticity, that flexibility back into it again. And some of them are roads that we have done since they came through, and now they're gonna get treated. Basically, these have to be pretty decent roads, can't be all
Okay.
cobblestone.
Those, I mean, that new addition, those roads are just barely over a year.
Right, and that's what they like it to be a year, and then they apply it, so it's protecting your investment. Because the most expensive is asphalt. We just saw that. But it's for the newer roads, so anything we've done since they haven't been back, that's what's on that.
Basically seal them up, help them last longer.
Yeah.
Do we wanna make any action on that?
What was the total number?
48, 120, 172, 25.
There you
This is from
Oh,
twenty
is it on the
twenty-five.
back of it?
go. I was gonna let you look at both
Is
sides.
this,
at the
is
same
this
time.
bid still good, Dustin?
Yeah,
Because it
it's,
says
It
it's
could
good.
actually be cheaper, because they had gotten back to me since that's.
So do we want to table it? Can you get
yeah,
an up-to-date bid? Same map, same roads, whatever. We get a current bid, current good bid, and then we'll take action on it next meeting.
We could do not to exceed this amount if you guys are okay with this amount, if there's a chance
Yeah.
it's cheaper.
That would be good.
So if it
How,
is,
how soon can they get to it?
So I probably have an answer back before the meeting, but we'll.
Well, then I'd agree with Emily. I make a motion that we approve ProSeal not to exceed the amount of $48,172.25.
second.
motion's been made, by John, second by Holly. Any further discussion? All those in favor? All in favor, motion carried.
Pretty much what I have for.
All right, does anybody got anything for Dustin? All right. Appreciate it, Dustin. Agree, man?
Heather's here, we can skip down to her. Can I
Yeah.
pop in?
You guys
Sorry.
okay with going back to the library?
Heather, just, what was the, number on the overlay, 30?
I had
35,
questions.
808.
Do
35,
you want to answer those or do you
808?
want us to wait for? I can try.
It's 35,808.
I get it.
No, that's there, I got three.
Thank you. Trying to sell a golf cart, the lady showed up and I let Dustin talk, and those who know Dustin. Dogs. So, just here to do my little quarterly report. Our summer reading program, I would say, was amazing. We only had one little hiccup. We had 1,071 attendees in our 6 events. 150 kids turned in logs out of the 229 that signed up. So we handed out 150 prizes, and our prizes are about $20-ish. So I'll let you guys do that math, but we had Kona Ice and a foam party for our kickoff. Then we had Mad Science. Then we had an amazing petting zoo out of Holton. We will definitely be getting them back again next year. They were fantastic. Then we had Touch a Truck, which was where my only hiccup of the summer was. Some of our machines caused ruts in the football field, and so we had to redo the football field basically. So that kind of sucked. But anyway, I took the fall for that. I wasn't paying attention when the giant fire trucks and whatnot were parking on the football field, and it was too soft. So we hired a landscaper. We had Cooter Landscaping. I don't know if you guys know Monty, but Cooter Landscaping got it all fixed, and then I think they borrowed a water sprinkler thing from Dusty to water it for the next month or so. Then we had Milford Nature Center, and then we had a big music with Mr. Quilling. The kids all did play different instruments, and it was fantastic. If you haven't seen that video, it's super cute. Then we had a pool party. Thanks to the rec department, they let us have a free pool party on that Sunday. And that wraps up summer reading. And then Sunday we had the party, and Monday went right into Cram the Cruiser and school supply drive has started back up. So Cram the Cruiser will be July 31st. It's a Friday. And then Saturday morning, August 1st from 9 to 1, I think is when we'll do this. The kids come and can pick out supplies and stuff like that. So I need to talk to our new chief. I haven't got to hook up with him yet, but I did talk to Osage County, and they'll be here on that Friday night so we'll cram their cruisers. And last year they came and brought quite a bit of nice supplies to help us out. So, and last year I think we gave supplies out to 136 kids, and it's about $100 for school supplies now. So they're pretty expensive. You know, some of it's a little ridiculous. I don't know why they need 10 black dry erase markers, but we try to get as many kids all of the things that they need. So, so that's what we're doing right now is Grand the Cruiser, and then fall we'll start back with Tween Time and Story Time. The only other thing I have, I don't really remember what was decided in the memorandum of understanding or whatever that's called. We talked about, I think if something big happens at the library, like the roof, the furnace, or all that, it's be something that the city would pay for because you're kind of the landlord, so to speak. But the bearing and the hot water recirculation pump went out, so we thought we kind of felt like that fell in the smaller section of things, so we went ahead and got a bid and have a guy coming to fix that for us. So it's a little expensive because our hot water heater is 5+ years old, and those things I guess are go out of style or whatever. So he has to find us one. But anyway, the board just asked that I kind of tell you guys that we're fixing that, I guess. So.
Okay.
Anything for me?
Did you guys have any other fall fest questions that other might be able to answer?
Since we're past library, did you want to answer a couple fall fest questions
Sure.
that they have?
Sure.
Okay.
Let me put my park hat on and tell you that the park is moving
Great.
along on
Great.
schedule, I hope. They finally took that old post out of what is the middle of my toddler area. Had someone randomly text me and say, do I need to take my chainsaw up there? But luckily he didn't because there was still power to that pole. But yeah, that was in the list of things that the company was supposed to do in Garibay has now removed that old pole. So moving right along, I guess.
Gotcha. I think what was one of the questions that one of the plans had a ribbon cutting for the park and another plan did not.
Because they didn't get to start on the start date that they originally had set because we had some confusion with paperwork and the chain of command of all of the paperwork. So they didn't actually start until a month late, I think. So we were gonna be pushing it for the 28th anyway of September. So I don't know that we're gonna be finished. That's why it's still tentative to have the park grand opening that day. We're hoping for it. I'm hoping for it, but that's still tentative.
And then Emily was saying that there was some discussion that when park equipment comes in, that we're responsible, or the community's responsible for putting that together.
I remember there was one of the
Yeah.
meetings that they said that they would send a person to help guide it, but we were putting together, but that could have been one of the other bidders.
That must have been one of the bidders, because we get like a warranty and everything based on it together.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all covered, yeah, for sure.
Cool. Just need a clarification.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Is there any other questions about the fall festival? I guess you're going after paperwork.
Yeah, so would we be able to approve Plan A contingent upon the park actually getting done? And if the park doesn't get done, then just go with Plan B?
Pretty much gonna have to approve both of it.
Yeah, you could approve both of them, with one of them to be selected by the park committee,
Okay,
Lions Club.
or the Lions Club rather.
Lions Club.
I make a motion to approve both Plan A and Plan B, and let the Lions Club make that choice contingent upon, of course, the park being ready to go.
Second. Motion's been made by Holly and second by Ron. Any further discussion? All those in favor? All in favor? Motion carried.
So approving those, does that approve our road closures and stuff too?
Yeah.
And then what was the answer to North Kansas? Do we ask the county about that or?
Main Street's county too, so I'll reach out to county and
Okay.
make sure there's no
Okay.
issues.
Okay, just let us
Since it was
know.
in there, I'm gonna say
The
the
biggest,
was
the
big.
biggest difference of that is we're closing it off basically at city limits.
Yeah.
So they would have no access coming in town.
They won't be able to turn on Lawrence and go up.
It would be closed to.
Well, I think you can close up to Lawrence.
We could close on the
So
south
that they
side
can
of the
turn,
road of
yeah.
Lawrence Street. Because we've got if the park's open, that's gonna be a in and an out at that north entrance now, because that is part of the park plan was to make that bigger. So I think you could close on the south side of Lawrence and then people could still go up Lawrence and around.
Okay, but wasn't that closure for the parade to come down that road? Down Kansas, back up Main and back to the Waldine? So you would have to close
We'd
at
have
some
to, if we
point.
sent it back up off Lawrence, but we could send it back up whatever that middle street is. Osborne, we could send the parade up to Osborne.
It does say Main to Lawrence.
Yeah.
Not past Lawrence.
I mean, I don't,
Sneak that one down.
yeah, I don't think it's,
Cause here when we close County Road, there's still access around it.
right,
If we close all that, there would not be.
right. So my recommendation would be to
So
close
if
the
you go to
south side of
Osborne,
Lawrence
your
and turn the parade up on Lawrence.
parade is not going to go in front of the park.
Where were we starting it? At the double
All
diamonds. And then we were gonna go down to Kansas and turn. I don't know.
I
what the
guess
streets
I
are
understood it was gonna come out of the ball diamonds, down Lawrence, down Kansas, back
called. Go
up
back
Main,
up to Ball Diamonds.
and back to the ball diamonds, down Wilson, I believe.
So is it possible to close it south of Lawrence and move it back just during the 20 minutes of the parade? And then people could still get
I'm
on
okay
Lawrence the
with
rest
it.
of the day.
I think we're all okay with it. It's, the
Yeah.
question is county going to have a problem with it?
I don't know.
Let's reach out to them, see what they say, well, if we need to.
And
That'll
if you need
be,
to give them
that'll
my
be
number or
deciding
something.
factors too on what they choose with Plan A, Plan B at the end.
Okay. How,
I
maybe
vote for
ask them
Main
when they need to know.
Street. Alright, anything else for Heather? Thank you, Heather.
Thank you.
Dustin, you came back in.
I couldn't get a,
Okay,
I'm gonna,
okay, I thought you had something new.
Nope. I didn't trust this number on here, so I'm just gonna be going to be pointed.
Okay, well, we're gonna move on. Municipal agreement,
This is our agreement with the set-off program that we do, I believe yearly. They do some of our collection listings that we have out there. I think Tom's reviewed it, he was,
I've approved it as you found. This allows, if there's somebody that owes the city money for utilities or unpaid traffic fines, et cetera, you can use the state set-off notice to intercept income tax refunds, which I don't know how often you are able to collect off of that, but most of the cities I represent say it's pretty successful.
we get payments every so often from them.
And you said you've looked it over.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I move we approve the state of Kansas set-off program application.
Second.
motion's been made by Ron, second by Holly, any further discussion? All those in favor? All in favor, motion carried. We've got an applicant here for clerk, right?
Yes.
For clerk. We need the executive session for an interview. What are you guys thinking?
I have about 15 minutes.
15
And there's a
minutes?
sheet in the packet there that kind of has some more.
Okay.
I move the city council go into executive session for 15 minutes to interview for the court clerk position pursuant to the non-elected personnel matter exemption KSA 75-4319B1. The open meeting will resume in this room at 2013. Those attending the executive session shall be city council, mayor, clerk, chief, and interviewees.
So we want Tom in there?
Oh, and
Attorney.
Tom, I guess.
All right, motion been made,
Second.
second by Holly. Any further discussion? All those in favor? All in
Personally, I think the faster we get somebody in there and get them trained, the better. I agree.
I agree.
All right.
Get Emily back to concentrating on her daily duties.
Ready?
Yes. Please. Back up into the open city council meeting.
We're in executive session for 15 minutes with no decision made.
Cindra, right?
Yeah,
Sandra, what's your last name, Sandra?
Jackson.
Jackson. You don't open that. I'm just gonna be-
I move we offer Cindra Jackson, the court clerk, part-time court clerk position at the rate of $18 an hour.
Second.
Motion been made by Ron, second by John.
Do you want a drug screen?
Any,
Yeah, whatever.
Contingent.
Employment.
any other, discussion? Sorry. Any further discussion? All those in favor? All in favor? Motion carried. With that, Sandra, offer, do you accept?
Yes.
All right. You'll follow up with, Emily, and, she'll give you all the guidelines and stuff on the next steps on what to do.
Appreciate it.
All right, thank you all so much.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Well, I've met you, but the rest of you, nice to meet you.
Yes.
You too.
And I'll just come down and see if that one's.
Yep, that'll be perfect.
For you.
Yep.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Executive session again, this one a quick 5-minute one, or?
How long do you think you need to?
If we wanna talk about the candidates, we probably need to,
At least 10, okay, that's what it's for. At least 10 minutes, for non-elected personnel.
I would probably go a little longer than that.
Okay, let's do 15 again.
I move that the city council recess into executive session for 15 minutes pursuant to KSA 75-431B1 for the purpose of discussing personnel matters of non-elected personnel regarding the Carbondale Police Department and potential employment candidates. The open meeting will resume in this room at 20:31. Those attending the executive session shall be the city council, mayor, police chief. And the attorney.
Second.
Motion's been made by Ron, and then who seconded?
I just want you to know, I mean, we don't have to make a decision today, but I want you to be aware that this is something I'm working on, and he would be, I would recommend him.
I wouldn't mind talking to him either.
So I'll see if I can get, problem is he works till 8 PM at Target. So, but I could get him here if we have a longer meeting.
Okay.
Yeah, we're ready.
Just put him at the end.
Okay. Sounds good.
We'll resume back into the open city council meeting.
During executive session for 15 minutes, no decisions made.
All right, we'll move on to the police section.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna ask for near the money that maintenance did. Just say that. Alright, hey, just catch everybody up real quick. I started Saturday the 10th, met with both the new officers. We came to an understanding about what's expected professionally. They will start waving at people as they go by. They'll start stopping and talking. We're gonna get them out of their shells. We did start, or I have started cleaning the department, organizing. Unfortunately, the department's filthy and it's disorganized currently. But same thing with the vehicles. We are going to meet. I'm going to meet with both officers. We're going to take everything out of the vehicles. We're going to inventory it. We're going to clean it, and it's going to go back into a tote. And every vehicle will be identical. So no matter which vehicle we're in, if we have one down, they'll know exactly what's in that vehicle if they need it when they're in the field. So we will be doing that soon. I will continue the department. I have access to the evidence room. I have not done a complete inventory on the evidence room yet, but that is coming. That does take like a full day or two on a weekend. So we'll try to get that done soon. I've checked all firearms. As far as I can tell, everything is in. Pistols are in excellent condition. I understand they're newer. We will need a couple of the TLR lights, which are the lights at on the bottom of our pistols. I didn't want to ask for anything tonight, just letting you know we're going to need a couple because we don't have them on everything. The rifles, the M16s need replaced. I will tell you the M16s came from LISO program when I was here. It was the last thing I got approved was a couple of the M16s before I left. There's no way to modify those into a better gun. There's no way to, and I know people will ask if they're watching at home, or you guys may have the same question. Why do we need those? As you saw just a few months ago, it can happen anywhere. And I tell everybody, the tools that we use are like a carpenter in his shop. Everything has a purpose. We may not use it every day, and we hope we never have to use a firearm, but we need to have the proper ones when we need it. So I suggest before long, and I will get quotes, that we upgrade and get away from the old M16s. I think they've got a couple of the ARs that are more modern. And then I will suggest that everything, we've got optics that could be picked up at Walmart. We've got some different things. Everything needs to have what's called an aim point. It's a patrol rifle optic. It is made to take a beating and be on target. So I will be suggesting that, and the cheapest ones I can find are pretty close to $500 a piece. So we need a rifle in every car. The shotguns, the ones that I found are good enough for now. The cars, the rifle racks in the cars, rifle and shotgun racks that we do have, they're behind the driver's seat, which is useless. They need to be right beside the driver. And you have to take a handcuff key and put it in a little bitty hole and turn it to get it to unlock. They're not an electronic button. That is detrimental to an officer and could be a liability for the city. They need to be replaced with proper equipment. Again, I will price that and bring it to you. I'm sorry to bear bad news, but that is something that I feel strongly about for officer safety. Uniforms. I don't know what you guys want to continue to wear. We have some black shirts like this. I'm going to probably go ahead and have the patch, the flag. We can carry that on our outer vest. We'll probably do patches on both sides. But if you wanted something, I know I actually purchased shirts like this for the PD for, if we had park patrol or something like that. This is now, I think, our code enforcer uniform. So I don't necessarily know if we want to cross over between the two, but does the council have any input? Do you want to see them in a high vis? Do you want to see them in something that's, when I was here, they were in polyester uniforms because we had a public trust issue back then, and it's a long time ago. I don't believe we have that now. But we put them back in uniforms. They have t-shirts that have police on the back. This would be fine for a soft uniform, but I still believe, I think something with the patches on needs to be, but I didn't know if you all had a preference, if we just do.
The way you're dressed is the way I.
I was gonna say, I trust your judgment
Okay,
on uniform.
so,
You want them to be comfortable.
okay, yeah,
And I'm not opposed to having, you know, if they have a couple of nice button-up shirts for ceremonial type stuff. You know, you're going to a funeral or you're going, you know, you're doing,
right.
you know, some promotion or whatever.
I will probably order myself
Have a
uniform,
dress
a class
type, yeah. You know, but as far as everyday patrolling and stuff, you know, polo
I will.
patches and stuff would be.
If we stay with the black shirts, which we do have several of, and I think the officers have them, I probably will go the blue that's in our patch. I will probably go with those as an undershirt, and we'll have to get pants because Officer Driscoll and myself don't have pants that match. They had gray, nothing fits us. I think Officer Locke has a couple pair, but I will probably change that color a little bit. So if you guys trust me, we'll do it. I will keep everything within budget. I don't know, do I have a spending limit?
There is a clothing budget and Michael can give you the balance on it.
One more question, since they're black, are some of them like dry fit to where if there's some real bad heat going on like right now?
Yeah.
I don't want the officers to overheat.
Right. That's why I don't do the polyester uniforms anymore. I do like the outer carriers because we can strip those in the car or come back to the office and get cooled down. Yesterday, I went out and helped the county, got in that rainstorm where it just dumped on us.
Yeah.
And went back to, it was just steamy when I was on my next call. So yeah, we want to be able to get back in and get them cooled down. So yeah, we'll continue with the outer carrier vest. I would like to purchase an outer carrier vest for me that fits me for here. And if the city would be okay, I would actually purchase that from the city. It would be a no sum gain for you. It would be mine at the end, so you wouldn't get out any money, but I'd like to purchase it through the city, if that's okay. The Officer Driscoll now has badge number 112. Officer Locke is now 113. I moved him up. We were at 15 and 19. I'm like, we don't have that many officers, so I moved him. I may have to get the badges for the lower numbers are gone. So we may have to address that at some point, but.
I think I have some in our safe.
Okay.
I'm not sure which
Awesome.
ones.
They now have radios assigned to them, so that radio is their responsibility. They now have a vehicle assigned to them, so that vehicle should remain clean and maintained, because it will be their responsibility to make sure that happens. Last Saturday, the officers came to the range. We spent 3 hours in the heat, in our vest, working on the range. We found out what works, doesn't work, like the red dots on mine and Officer Driscoll's firearms are about that much low. So the red dot, we're not gonna use it till I get them
Recalibrated.
recalibrate. So they found out a lot of what works when we're using a long gun, whether it be a rifle, if you want to use a vest or a little difficult, we have to adjust for things. So we got 3 hours in. We talked about training. I spent a lot of time with the mayor talking about training. So I'm going to go through some things I already have set up. This week, either tomorrow or the next day, they have a 4-hour training at Washburn with KDI on Kybers. It's an open, it's free. And they'll spend a half a day. I told them to adjust their shifts, so no overtime. So that'll be done this week. I guess the academy moved to when we do the clear training, which is part of the Kybers. They made that a self-study course, so they had no instruction on this. So that's why I'm sending them to Topeka. August 7th, both officers will be riding along with the highway patrol. It will be over towards Elma or Rock in the Plains. They will get to see a lot of traffic stops. There's usually stuff to get into, whether it's field sobriety tests, whether it's could be chases. I'm not trying to put the officers in danger anywhere they get here, but they're going to see a professional group of men and women doing the job with a lot of contacts. That is going to help them kind of come out of that shell. I've been working with one of the captains. Tomorrow I meet with their lieutenant, who's the point of contact, and we're going to set up where when they meet. So, so that's on the 7th and 19th. The county attorney is doing a class in Osage City over reports, what's good reports, court testimony. There's just a list that she's gonna, it's an all-day class. I'm even gonna attend that one, but both officers are set up to attend that. We will be doing, already emailed the sheriff, undersheriff, and sergeant for communications. They'll be doing a shift in dispatch. So that is going to be set up. That's to be decided. We're just not gonna do everything all in 1 week. We're spacing it out. After that, they will do a shift with the deputy. And then after that, they'll do a shift with Osage City. There is a difference between municipal and county, so they need to see a little bit of both. I told them they can't run off. If they find something they like better, they gotta stay with us, but they're gonna get some exposure outside of what we can do. Cause I could spend a shift or two with them a week, but it's still gonna take them a while. I mean, we hadn't got a traffic stop on the shifts that I've worked so far, and we've been looking. So good thing is, citizens are everybody behaving. So, so those are to be decided. I was told today that we have Friday night bites on August 7th, so that'll be me because the officers will be with Highway Patrol. So we'll get that figured out. I got no one else to do, and I'm sure Anna will help me, and we can get something going there. August 12th, National Night Out. Sheriff's Department has invited us to that. I agreed that we would go to that. Fun fact, the first National Night Out in Osage County was done in August of 2010. It was Carbondale when I was chief. We did the first one. We have Carbondale, Overbrook, and Scranton. The Sheriff's Department came, Highway Patrol came, but it was done out here at our swimming pool. At the end of the night, Chief LA from Scranton jumped in the pool fully in uniform. Minus his gun, but
So can we see you do the same?
no. I didn't do it 15 years ago, I'm not gonna do it today. So,
It does think it, Friday night bites.
there's a gun take it
I
Friday
said,
night.
what about one?
Oh, no. So, already talked about the racks, the aimpoint crews and stuff like that. We had the executive session. I know you guys met with somebody about the new building. I don't know if the new building I've heard could be in police department, it could be a new city building. If it's gonna be a police department, until we get a new chief in place, I would like to have some input on that because evidence rooms have certain requirements and things, and then how to set up a department. So, if I can have a heads up, I'm not demanding anything, but if you guys don't mind, I'd like to have a hand.
Definitely.
Okay. And folks, that is everything. I'm answering questions for you now.
He would like Gloria to clean on his side as well. It'll be $25 in addition bi-weekly, and then in the winter months, it would be weekly. If you guys are okay with that.
We would probably need the city attorney to draft a non-disclosure. I mean, normally we don't have anything sitting out on desk or anything, but if she sees something, we just need to have that. Right.
Send me an email, Emily, and I'll send you a confidentiality.
Okay.
That works.
She may have already signed one, but we'll double check.
So can we make that motion contingent upon the NDA? I move to add the PD onto Gloria McBurney's cleaning schedule at the rate of 25 bi-weekly during summer months and 25 weekly during winter months, contingent upon the NDA.
Motion been made by Holly and seconded by Ron. Any further discussion? All those in favor? All in favor, motion carried.
Thank you, Emily, for remembering that one. Questions from the council?
So I know vehicles are moving more now. I know that they've had a lot of issues with, or a lot of times they're having to go out and jump vehicles and stuff. Is there possibility of putting trickle charging or some kind of charging station out here?
I'm not for sure. I can look at that, Councilman, and see if we can. Otherwise, we're gonna just try to get them started and keep them started at least every other day. If there's something that's pulling them down, we probably have something wired hot, and we probably need to look at that. I know we're gonna try to drop one of the Durangos off for an oil change tonight, so, but yeah, we're supposed to be starting the vehicles, like I say, about every other day. So hopefully we'll stop that.
Is there anything else for Chief? All right.
Thank you, John.
Order of business though that has not been addressed is the chief's pay rate. And so, does that need to be a motion, right? So we need a motion for 45, right?
Yes.
I move we pay the interim police chief, $45 an hour.
Motion been made.
Second.
Second, who had the second?
I don't care.
All right, second by John. Any further discussion? All those in favor? All in favor, motion carried.
Thank you, council.
Thank you. All right.
Didn't get a chance to look at the third party policy with everything going on.
You put a spider in my paperwork, didn't
You're welcome.
you? All right, the Osage County Herald. It looks like we've got an ad for
For the fair.
Bowerbrook Fair. Yeah, just need a motion if you wanna do it again.
I move we post the ad for the Osage County Fair. In the Herald Chronicle for $36.08.
Second.
Motion's been made by Ron and second by Holly. Any further discussion? All those in favor? All in favor, motion carried. The third party policy, did we have,
We're gonna postpone it, for 2 meetings.
okay, you said
Is
two
that what
meetings?
this is, Kansas Department of Administration?
No, that one we already did.
I think that one
was
went with,
That was the,
That was
set off.
the
the
set
set
off
off.
program.
yeah, the agreement.
I must have the copies of that.
That's why I was flipping through them as well. Anything off agenda or follow up that
This
anybody
is
has?
something for the third party thing. It's something I proposed in previous meetings. She said 2 meetings?
We want
Yeah,
Tom
so-
to be here. Tom's next meeting is a short
Oh,
meeting.
I gotcha.
So that,
That makes sense. Not a big deal.
just so we can have.
No, that's fine.
Count, legal input on it.
Of course, no problem.
Nothing else off agenda, follow up, anything in the notes and FYI?
There wasn't one this week.
Okay. Bills, have they all been?
Yeah, they've been
Any
signed.
questions?
Motion
Alrighty.
to approve bills.
Second.
Motion has been made by Holly and second by John. Any further discussion? All those in favor? All in favor, motion carried. Extension requests, looks like we have 9 of them actually.
Why do we not have the filled out portions that give us the pay by dates and all the things?
It's all right here. I mean, I can give you a bunch of pieces of paper if you want it, but it's all,
Yeah. The dates on there are the pay by dates.
Yeah, but one's already passed.
she filled out the request, but she's already paid.
Okay, but she's still on the list.
Yep. That's everyone that filled out a request this month.
This one doesn't have a pay by date.
Which one?
Flowers.
Flowers.
That one, she just came in today and it was added on. I can go grab it and check. I wanna say it was within the next 2 weeks.
So Davis is already paid.
Yes.
Puts it down to 8.
And Flowers has 2 on there because they moved.
Okay.
So that's the total for both.
I move we approve all the extension requests.
Second.
Motion made by Ron, second by Holly. Any further discussion? All those in favor? All in favor, motion carried. Alright, we now have our special meeting for the PBC, the Public Building Commission meeting, which would require a recess, right?
You have to recess.
I have to recess
Yeah,
or is it a
sure.
motion? for
No, you
recess?
need a motion to recess.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'll need a motion for a recess.
I move we recess into the public building commission meeting.
Is it,
From the regular, I move to recess from the regular city council meeting and enter the annual public building commission meeting at 20:52.
this one's always tricky, because we only do it once a year.
Take just a second for it to transition over.
Let me know when you're ready, because I'm gonna call this one to order.
Okay, you should be good.
We'll call the annual PBC meeting to order, 8:53. With this, mayor appoints officers. President says it was mayor in the past, so I would appoint myself. Does that require, motion and votes after that, or we just appoint?
It's an appointment.
It's just appointment.
Okay. Secretary. Who would we appoint as secretary?
I do.
Alright,
What does the
Fine.
secretary do?
I appoint Ron Mueller, council member. The treasurer, says Michael Martin, but it says council member in the past.
Michael's probably the appropriate person to be the treasurer for that.
Okay, we'll appoint, I appoint Michael Martin for the treasurer. And then,
I make a motion, we approve all suggested appointments by the mayor.
motion has been made by Holly and seconded by Ron. Any further discussion? All those in favor? All in favor, motion carried. And then,
Need a motion to close that
yep,
meeting?
can we have a motion to close that meeting, please?
I move we close, or we adjourn the PBC meeting. At 20.
Motion made by Ron,
Second.
second by John. Any further discussion? All those in,
Well, we'd have to not close the meeting.
What,
For me to continue to ask a question.
oh, we haven't closed this for discussion.
it's open.
I
to
know, but it's
discussion.
not discussion on that topic, so we would have to withdraw that motion and go back and discuss something on this.
No, was that Tom?
That's fine.
Okay.
We can hold it in advance. If everybody's, we don't have to adhere to Robert's Rules of Order. If y'all are in agreement that we're gonna go ahead and consider what
Yeah,
Chad has questions about, we just,
I think you can shoot, yeah.
Okay, so my question is when we are in a PBC meeting, the three people on there are the only three people that can vote. Michael is not a part of the council or a part of that, so he would not be a voting member.
So then they could be,
That's why it's been a council member in the past.
oh,
But if he's part of the commission, he has the voting.
Tom recommended him, so he's gonna have a reason why, I'm sure, and a reason why he can be. Or maybe not.
I have to go back and look at how you set up this commission. Because this.
And I'm just going by how we've done it in the past. I can't tell you word
We
for
had
word
that
how it's
similar
great.
conversation last year.
So, yeah, they're honorary roles. They don't really do anything.
So then what, I guess what
This is
I'm,
how it was
Doesn't he
presented.
just simply account for the money?
Yeah, that's my understanding.
He wouldn't have any.
Well,
ability to vote.
he accounts for the money anyways. But you have to have a quorum and a voting party in that. When you're in the PBC, I'm not a part of that. I can't vote. Only the people that are on the PBC can vote during that meeting.
so what,
This is how it was explained to me.
What's that, Holly?
So John is not a part of it. I'm not a part of it.
and I'm not either,
Ollie's not at this, so
but I,
Michael's not here. Michael would have to be here anytime we had a meeting. And he refuses to come to any of those meetings.
so
Then
that's-
you'd need to name somebody alternatively.
This one.
that does
Holly
make
has
sense,
something?
Chad, though, if he's not coming to the meetings, why would we then want to appoint him?
He's still in charge of the money, all the money.
Well, but the PBC, what does the PBC do? If he's the treasurer of the money of the PBC, what's the Public Building Commission for? And what money goes in and out of that commission, I guess?
I can tell you, I've never fully understood it.
This was set up when you started your,
Sure.
the, building project over here where the new houses are being
No,
constructed.
it's been here, it's since I've been
I've
on
been, it was
council.
probably started way back when they were developing like Melody Park and the apartments down here off.
Because my understanding is if
Commercial and
the public building, it's only has to do with city-owned properties.
For the purpose of acquiring a site or sites within Osage County for construction, reconstruction, equipment, or furnishing a building or buildings or other facilities of a revenue producing character, including parking facilities, and for purchasing or otherwise acquiring such building or buildings for facilities. So it's any city buildings that we're wanting to.
So like
purchase.
the new police department,
Correct.
where I went and signed the paperwork, but I did that as a mayor too, so.
Right.
How did that?
Well, if that is, how often do you meet
Once
year.
once a year.
right now?
Just to reappoint people.
I mean, is that something similar to, I've only dug the surface of this, but is that similar to something that could be, like city improvements? Is it just for buildings?
That is my understanding.
And this, if last year this came up, I just really didn't have it on my radar. I have never dealt with one of these before.
It says including but not limited to swimming pools, amphitheaters, gazebos, bandstands, athletic fields, shelter houses.
See, and all that stuff still goes through council, though, it doesn't go through a PBC meeting.
so
It almost
That-
seems like it's,
at this point,
Do we need the PBC?
do we need the PVC?
I can't answer that.
Well, maybe I need to check into it.
so what?
I know there were more meetings when the library was being built. Because there were certain things with transactions for that had to be done by PBC.
Saying that was before my time, so I don't know anything about them.
So do we wanna appoint a council member as treasurer and then in the meantime, Tom can research it and we can dissolve it at a later date of meeting?
How do
Or
we-
desire.
We need to make a motion to retract a motion.
Yeah, I need to retract my motion to approve
Well,
the
we could,
appointments.
if everybody's in agreement, are we open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just suggest somebody on the council then to be that treasurer's position.
Okay.
Who wants to volunteer? Ron's already volunteered to be
I will.
secretary.
Okay, so then, I will appoint Barb as treasurer.
And then you can make your new motion to approve the appointments as slated.
I make a motion to approve all suggested appointments by the mayor.
Second.
Motion's been made by Holly, second by Ron. Any further discussion? All those in favor? All in favor, motion carried. And then, if that's it, I'll take a motion to adjourn here.
I move we adjourn.
Okay.
Second.
Motion made by Ron, second by Chad. Any further discussion? All those in favor? The PBC meeting at 9:01.
When you're ready, we're supposed to second.
I don't know.
They weren't, so
It sounds like it's gonna.
I did.
Sorry. Let's get on board here.
Right.
Board.
It's always been confusing to me.
I'm just wondering if they did that because they had,
Dig
they
deeper
didn't want to
into
talk
it
in
because
council meetings with all the planning that was going on with the library when it was built. And that could be,
I know it was here before my time.
well, because if
Ready?
Yeah, you can go.
All right. We'll open back up into the city council meeting. All right. So anything further for the meeting tonight?
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Second. Motion made by John,